Long time no see. Welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peeked. I've been gone for a week, which means we have quite a lot of things to talk about, including my own brand, Singe Beauty. We have finally been able to reveal what our upcoming product is. I could not be more excited, and I actually have a few of these products with me. So let's jump into the new makeup. Quick announcements first. I did film this look, and I actually filmed this look with the two Singe Beauty palettes that are available, and I filmed it as a member tutorial, and that's going to be live this weekend for my members. If you're a member on my channel, that's going to come this weekend. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. I will still do tutorials here and on short form using the palettes, but I got a specific request and I created this one. If you want to get more old school makeup tutorials, my membership is definitely the way to go. You'll get access to all the old ones as well. I have 50 plus tutorials, just in-depth, showing you different techniques and different color combinations. I also have a tier 2 and tier 3 membership, and for those tiers we're gonna be having a live this Saturday, and I have info about that in my community tab in case you want to join in on that. So a bunch of things are happening for members this weekend, and if you're not, that's perfectly fine. It's just an extra way to support the channel and get some extra content. We will be having videos, I want to say per usual, next week, but actually we will probably be having one less video next week because I am traveling again. I'm going to New York for a YouTube event, so I will actually most probably have a video less next week because, quite honestly, it's been, I'm fighting for my life over here. It's been a lot with the new Singe release and with traveling and with a lot of things going on behind the back, and I also am not doing, and I want to be like, I try to be transparent about things like this because I know there are other people like me, not doing the best mentally right now. So instead of pushing myself, I just decided one video next week will be perfectly fine. But if you're interested in this look, it will be live this weekend because clearly it's already filmed. It's already done. Let me scoochie to the side so that we can pop up some pictures here about the new things that are coming. So let's start with Agate Temptation. So this is the palette that my own indie brand, Singe Beauty, just clear affiliations with the brand. This is my own brand. We are releasing, and I've set the release date very loosely as May. So it's more a release time at this point than there is a release date. We did have a reveal dinner in Destin with creators and friends. I just wanted to try something new, try something fun, but this palette is releasing in May. We are aiming for mid-May, and it's only because this is right now going through customs, and since there's been a lot of changes with the tariffs and the customs right now in the US, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take, and I also don't know exactly how much that's going to cost. You know how things are right now. So the exact launch date and the exact launch time, did I even open it, will be announced later on. I also have a picture here. This is the palette in Sunlight, and as you can see here, this is the palette in like Studio Light, which does create, I had a comment about that on my reveal video, it does create different in like colors, so I wanted to show you Studio Light versus Sunlight. That's the difference. We do have quite an extensive PR list, so I'm sure there's going to be a couple of more looks coming up. I did have 2 looks on Wednesday in case you're interested in seeing this one in action. I am, of course, myself extremely proud of this palette, how it looks, how it performs. So, I mean, what can I say? I'm a big fan, and don't you worry, I'm creating other things in the future as well. I have color stories that I like, but I also have color stories that I know that other people like, and I do want my brand to have something for everyone. So I cannot wait to show you what else is coming in the future. I don't want to be taking up too much time in this video talking about the Agate Temptation palette, but clearly I'm very excited about it. If you want to see more about it, I will leave my video down below. Just know it is launching in May. I will give you an exact date as soon as I have it. We are aiming for mid-May, and we are aiming to have it priced around the same price as the Galactic Visitor, which of course I also have on my eyes today. This one is $45. We are very low on stock on the Galactic Visitor. We will restock it when it's out, but that does take a couple of months, so we might not be able to restock it until, honestly, early fall, if we're going to be totally honest. So just wanted to be transparent about that as well. Okay, that was it about Singe Beauty. Like I said, I will leave the video down below. Let's talk about, do we want to just go through some indie things and then we'll like sneak into mainstream things because I feel like there's a couple of things to talk about. I actually have something. Let's talk about the things that I have. Actually, let's talk about a thing that I have that I can't show you yet. Let's start with that one. And that is the new upcoming palette from Nomad Cosmetics. I'm showing you whatever sneak peeks they have here. I can see the palette. I see it here in front of me. It's very cute. It's very beautiful. And I won't be able to do, like I said, I'm traveling. I won't be able to do a dedicated video on this one because it's rough in these streets. I'm just trying to get like 6 hours of sleep in here. So I will be including this one. I am in the process of filming a several indie palettes, several looks. This will, I just recently had one. So if you're interested in indie makeup, that was last Friday's video. I did have one of those. If you're interested, that was last Friday, but I will have another one soon. Probably not next week, but the week after. I'm actually going to have 6 palettes, 6 looks, because I have a lot of things. But just know this one will be included. I have it here in front of me. The other palette I have in front of me is the one from DeDe Signature. We did talk about the sneak peek about this one last week, and now we can talk about it. And with both the Nomad palette and this new DeDe Signature palette, you can use my code Jessica and get some money off. This is the palette. This will also be included in that video. I am head over heels for how bright and fun this is. I know that this might seem a little bit frightening for some people, but quite honestly, I think this is beautiful. I'm so excited about this palette. It is bright, it is fun, it is summery. Again, I understand that it's a little bit out there, but I like this. Also, the packaging is beautiful. Like, it's holographic, it's gold, it's matte. They went above and beyond with this packaging. I really like this packaging and all the info's on the back. I really, if this has the same quality as the last palette that DeDe Signature did, this will be my favorite palette from the brand. I think this looks incredible. And you know, I love a mix of lights and darks and brights and more muted colors, even though there's maybe just a few muted colors, but also the cool tone versus the warm tones and the, like, almost like some murky. I like this one a lot. Another one that I have here in front of me, I have another one, and this is the new Fenty Cosmetics. Usually when Fenty Cosmetics asks me, what do you want in PR? This collection had some nail polishes as well. And I decided to not get those because, quite honestly, I don't do my nails that much and I have so much nail polish. There's no point in me hogging PR that I won't get use out of. There are other people that are really good at nail polishes and they'll talk about that. I know Amanda, Makeup Just for Fun. She's great at showing nail polishes. If you're interested, I'm sure she will have. But usually with the fragrances, I take the small size. Like when they ask me, what size do you want? And I usually do the small size. This is the big size because this one is tomato leaves. Shut the front door, shut all the doors, windows, everything. Tomato leaves. I know a while ago, I talked to Jordan. She was actually at one of the events that me and Samantha March had. And she asked me what was my favorite notes in fragrances. And I'm not saying that I had any doing in this, but I did mention tomato leaves, and it's so beautiful. There's also a little bit of a minty thing in here, and it is wonderful. It is a green. Again, this is the Ranger palette, so I mean, it makes sense that the scent will be very green, but if you're interested in a more like complex tomato leaves fragrance, this one is beautiful, and you can use my code with Fenty Cosmetics as well. And this one, it almost, someone asked me, it almost has a little bit of a resemblance to the Agate Temptation, but I would say my Agate Temptation, of course, has more shades, but there's a little bit of resemblance. There's definitely a little bit of a resemblance within these. I would say that this one probably, again, it goes a little bit lighter, and this one also a little bit brighter, and this one is maybe leaning a little bit more on the neutral side. But I mean, I love Fenty Cosmetica. I think this looks really beautiful. I'm very excited about this peach going to green shade that's in the middle, and there's like almost maybe this one is a little bit more cool tone as well because there's almost like a mint here. I think it looks pretty though. I cannot wait to try it. This will also be included in that several palettes, several looks. As you can tell, I've already mentioned quite a few. So now let me mention another one. This one, if I'm not totally mistaken, this will launch on May 15th. And this is the Spectrum palette by Sigma. This is the palette that they also revealed and showed during Creators and Friends in Destin. And this is a very neutral palette. The 3 rows with matte neutrals, like not even neutrals, browns. 3 rows with matte browns in different undertones and variations and depth. And then 1 row of what seems to be very sparkly, nice neutral shades. If you love browns, I mean, this palette has a bunch of different undertones. For me personally, I like when neutral palettes has a little bit more of a twist than this. But with that being said, I know there's a lot of people out there where this is a palette that they would really get good use out of. So I think this is just me speaking from more like personal experience or personal preference than it is me talking from like what I think other people want. But I wanted to mention that one as well. And I'm pretty sure it is launching on May 15th. And again, you can use my code Angelica and get some money off at Sigma. Is that the indie things I have in front of me? I think that might be it. I did actually I talked about this last week, but at that point I only had a couple of the colors to show you, but I said there will be more. And those are the new cream blushes from Give Me Glow. I will say it's almost a little bit scary how many shades they have of these blushes. They did send me 4 of these. They are launching on May 9th. And I did, of course, get the mustard moment. So I have 4 shades of this and they look really beautiful. They come in a compact with like a protective on the inside and a really cool compact that is like beveled and shiny. It looks very luxurious and I cannot wait to try these. I need to do I have a video coming next week that I already filmed. It's a full face of new makeup and I need to do another one because I have much more things that I would like to showcase, or maybe I'll do a reel show. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do that actually. Maybe I'll do a reel and show the ones that I have. I have no idea, but I have so many exciting things to show you. But these blushes are coming May 9th and I can just tell you by like packaging and how the colors look, they look really fun. Let's talk about the one thing. This is an indie. I'll sneak this in. But one of the things that I am trying in that video that is a full face of new makeup that's coming either Monday or Tuesday, one of those days, and that is the new collection from ColourPop. I did actually know about this because ColourPop, I don't know why, but they keep mailing me, telling me upcoming releases, which I mean, I'm grateful, but also it's a little bit confusing because like I now know what they're launching in May, which has like a huge embargo on it, and I'm like, I didn't know you trusted me this much. Of course, I won't tell you, but I'm telling you right now, May's gonna be lit. But I'm just like, it's crazy. But I did know about this one. So this is the ColourPop and Tangled collection. And I love Tangled. What's your favorite Disney movie? Okay. I love, I know this is the typical one, but I love Beauty and the Beast. But I also love Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove is my, I need a pick-me-up. It's a beautiful movie about friendship and how it's never too late to change your mind and want to be a better person. But I also love Tangled. Tangled is my movie when I need a good cry. Okay? Nothing makes me cry like that. I've tried several times during Tangled. There are like 3 or 4 moments when I'm crying. So if I need a good cry, Tangled's the one. I love Flynn Rider. I have it here. Pascal, I have it here. Look at this. This is actually really well made. Like this is a hair clip, the Pascal hair clip. This is really well made. This is probably the best like merch that ColourPop has ever done with a collection that's not makeup. This one, without a shadow of doubt, it's such a good piece. And I did use this collection in a video that's coming next week. And my favorite is the liquid highlighter in the peachy gold. It's so good. I'm wearing it again today. That's this. This. It's so good. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I love this one. I think my code works on this collection as well. Sometimes it doesn't work on bundles. Sometimes it does, but I know it doesn't work on like sale items. But you can always try my code out and see if you can get a discount. This one, love it. Like I said, I'm traveling next week and you're coming with me. So good. Love it. Love it. Let's talk about an indie release that I don't have with me. I think it's being delivered either today or tomorrow as I'm filming this. And that is the new, where did I put it? Hello? Where are you? It's the, here it is. The new version of Smoky Glam by Bella Beauté Bar. I did do a video, was that Monday's video where I did like a full face of makeup, like techniques and makeup that scares me. Just different techniques that I don't usually do, which is like super dewy makeup or a all shimmer eye with no mattes. And I did use the old version of Smoky Glam, and I said in that video, I don't even think this one is available anymore. And after I filmed that video, the owner of Bella Beauté Bar actually reached out to me and she's like, surprise! And I was like, well, I just used that palette, but here we go. Here's the new version. And I will say, I'm so excited that they decided to rework this one because I love the quality of this palette. But now they have reworked it to be even better in some of their updated formulas. But I said the biggest problem with the palette, that it is too big and there are some almost repeating or too similar shades in there. So she told me, she sent me a DM and she was like, listen, I reworked the palette. I've taken out a bunch of the shades that weren't needed and we've updated the formula to be our even better matte formula, plus there are like more special shades in there. And while I do think that that's a good idea, I also am like, I kind of wish that they would have kept some of the shimmers that they had in there simply because they're a little bit more affordable. And I do think sometimes, and I said this so many times, I do think that sometimes the crave that consumers have for special shadows in every palette, and almost like 50% special shadows, I mean, that's what's making these palettes be $70, $80, $90. I mean, that's the reason. That's why. And also the magnetic pens. And I sometimes think that we forget that like that's just not accessible for a lot of people. So I will say, I think it looks beautiful. You can get some money off Bella Beauté bar with my code, but I also do hope that we don't get lost in the sauce with the special shades. With that being said, I mean, it looks beautiful. I really like this color story and I'm excited for it to make a comeback. I hope that like pink bright periwinkle duochrome is still in there because oh, that one is so pretty and so special, like to have in a palette like this. But like I said, it's being delivered I think either today or tomorrow, and I'm excited to try it. When is this being launched? So it's now a 20 pan palette, 5 new multi-chromes, 4 existing duochromes, and I hope, like I said, one of them is that pink periwinkle, 11 existing curated mattes in our beloved formula. And I mean, the mattes were great. They were beautiful, so I'm excited about that. It's launching May 5th for $75, and you can use the code to get 10% off. So I did want to mention that one. Let's see if we have any other indie releases to talk about before we go into mainstream releases, because let me tell you, there are some mainstream releases too. Oh my god, maybe the biggest release or reveal of all is that Jordan Liberty and Blend Bunny Cosmetics has come together to create a brand together. A part of me is super surprised by this, and part of me is not surprised at all because I know Jordan Liberty and Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I think they met through Robert Welch, because I'm pretty sure that Jordan Liberty did the marketing photos for the Robert Welch collection that they did with Blend Bunny, you know, that beautiful palette that they had, and it was 2 lip glosses and some lashes. That's what they did. So I'm pretty sure that they met through that. And Jordan Liberty has had a collab from before. Oof, that was a long time ago though. I don't remember what. He is a very well-known makeup artist. He does amazing work, but he's also a really good photographer. Think the Nessa Myricks. The Nessa Myricks also takes her own pictures and does a makeup artist, which is a great combo, honestly. That's a great combo to have. I'm telling you right now, people are saving a lot of money with that combo. So this is coming May 30th in 2025. So this is introducing Masterclass, a professional cosmetic line for artists who defy convention. So this is in collaboration with Maggie, who's the owner of Blend Bunny Cosmetics, and they are unveiling this core line of pro cosmetics designed for artists of all disciplines, developed by one who never fit the mold. This isn't a limited collab or a quick capsule. It's permanent, performance-driven collection within the Blend Bunny brand, built with intention. So I'm wondering if this will just be like a sister brand sold at the Blend Bunny Cosmetics website, but just curated by Jordan Liberty. I don't know if I've seen something like this be done with an indie brand before. Of course, we've seen sister brands, brands within brands before. I don't recall at this moment a brand that has been a collab brand. Like, because I mean, we all remember. Do you remember? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers when Makeup Revolution literally launched a brand a month. Those were wild times. And on their website, you could literally, they have, you know it's bad when on your website you have a tab that says brands, plural, and just, it gave you like a full page of all of their brands and you can click through it. I'm guessing this is going to be something like that, but none of those brands were like a collab brand, like a brand with a person. And I can't The only thing I can remember is, remember when that girl that was in like High School Musical, she had a brand through another brand, and I feel like I'm trying to remember if there's been any other like this. I think it's interesting. I really do. But I also wonder if it is a brand for makeup artists, which honestly is, there are brands out there for makeup artists. But usually when people hear about them, they don't really know what they're about. Like, there are brands in Sweden as well that are for makeup artists, and I am intrigued to see how this is going to be marketed. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Are they still going to be marketing this towards the Blend Money consumers, or the people that usually buy the Blend Money cosmetics? Or is this going to be marketed in a whole different way towards makeup schools and people in the business? Because I do know that Blend Money Cosmetics has had a really huge success with their palettes being used by makeup artists. I know I keep seeing the brand being tagged in work by professionals, and maybe this is another way of reaching those with even more products. Like I said, I think I am intrigued to see what this is going to be about, but I think I'm the most intrigued to see how this is going to be marketed and who's going to be using it. Again, who they're going to be trying to reach. Because there's a whole world of makeup artists out there, but it's harder to shift thousands of products at a time with a launch, with only selling to makeup artists versus selling to the masses, which is why these makeup artist brands keep popping up at Sephora and not at the trade shows. Because if you're gonna sell bulk, if you're gonna if you're gonna be a millionaire, if you want to be Makeup by Mario or Patrick Ta, listen, you better be selling to the masses, selling them the dream of the makeup artist brand, rather than selling to the makeup artist. Because even though they're out there and you can definitely make a brand like that, you won't be making maybe millions like that. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Because I know a lot of makeup artist brands as well started with a makeup artist, but realized you can make a lot more money if you're selling that dream to the end consumer. So I would love to see how this will look and how this will be marketed, and who are we reaching. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what you think that this will be, especially since they say for people who don't fit the mold, which makes me think that this may be a little bit more playful, which makes me happy, because I think that brands like Makeup by Mario, for example, a lot of the products are very professional, but also sometimes a little bit, dare I say, boring? I'm sorry. Don't come for me. Don't show up at my house with pitchforks. But sometimes they're a little bit predictable. Pedestrian. You know I love indies, so they get to go before everyone else. So let me just double check and see if there's anyone that we missed before we get into the mainstream things. Oh, we can talk about this one. Okay, I was kind of shocked seeing this one, and I say this with love. Don't come for me. Not in a good way. This is Glamlight and Lord of the Rings. What kind of deal with the actual devil did Giselle, the owner of Glamlight, sign to have her push out 348 collabs every year? Do you need help? Blink once for yes and twice for no, and I swear I'll come and rescue you from whatever collab hell you've been sent to, because what in the actual fluff is going on? What kind of nostalgia simulation are we living in where we are having this many collabs? I just don't know what to do at this point. And I love you, but they're all the same. They're all the same. This is going to be a lip kit. It's going to be the ring highlighter that's gold. Listen, it's going to be a palette. And there's going to be a makeup bag. I want to say you heard it here first, but you didn't, because this is what they do. This is what they do. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I can't get excited. And the thing is, I love Lord of the Rings. I read these books as a kid, and I remember finishing. I read Bilbo. I was young. I was under 10. I read Bilbo, and I was so mesmerized by Bilbo. I read Lord of the Rings at I started when I was 14, and this is it. If you haven't read it, the first book, Lord of the Ring, that book is stale, okay? It is so dry. If you leave it out in the sun, it will self-combust. Okay, the first book, Tolkien, he has a way of describing it just a straw of grass waving in the wind for 3 pages. And I'm like, get this show on the road. We have places to be. We have rings to deliver. What are we doing right now? So I will say the first book, that's dry. I mean, I know he had a world to build, but if you complain about world building in the fantasy books that are going on right now, you have clearly not read Tolkien. He literally devoted a full book to world building, and it was rough. Second and third book, so good. First one, just watch the movie. Trust me on this one. You were like, oh, you missed Tom Bombadil. You're fine. You trust me on this one. You are fine. What I just wanted to say, I love, like, Lord of the Rings, and the books are literally the foundation that most of the fantasy community today relies on. So many people are tying back to this, and even though there are definitely problems with the books, this is epic. That was a really long and winded way to say, if this had been 2019, I would have shipped my pants. I would have been so excited. I would have been like, I can't believe this is happening. Sending my debit card to them, just in an envelope, just charge wherever you want and send me the collection, please and thank you. Today, I can't. I can't. And like, same with the ColourPop, the Tangled collection. I love Tangled, but this one is cute. But this one, I could have found this at like a Disney collab at Target, quite honestly. It's beautiful. This highlighter is stunning, but it's stunning because of the highlighter. Spoiler alert, the palette is meh at most. I don't want to, I kind of over franchising collabs. I feel like my reaction to the reveal of this collab was the nail in the coffin of me realizing I can't. I don't care. Just release good products. Where is the creativity? Is nobody having any thoughts of their own? Is there nothing that you can create just based on your own imagination? I am bet this sells great. I am sure this is going to sell amazing, but I refuse to be excited unless it is a brand that has never done a collab before. Or, quite honestly, give us influencer collabs again. I could even go for that, honestly. At least someone is out here creating like color stories and being creative. I don't care. I don't want this. And I know I sound like a mean girl, but I'm just like, Lord of the Rings, in the spirit of Mean Girls, she doesn't even go here. And I say this as someone who will probably buy something from this collection because I love Lord of the Rings and I am an absolute clown and I will fall for it. But if this is another gray, cool tone brown green palette, I feel like I need a drink. I need a cocktail. At what point is that okay? What's the time? 1 p.m. Ooh, I think it's a little early. a little early for a cocktail. Again, I do have a coat with Glamlight, and I love Glamlight, and I think that when Glamlight gets it right, it's so amazing. But for the love of everything, can we get something else? I'm wearing the Glamlight powder today. That's the best thing that we released in a really long time, and that was a non-collab product. Beautiful. If you're looking for a new loose powder, the Glamlight powder, amazing. Get a big container of product. It's beautiful, under eyes, over the face, absolutely stunning. Can we get more stuff like that? Can we get a full range of lip liners, a full range of lip products, instead of getting these lip kits? I know, I hear myself. I hear myself. Okay? I hear myself. I've got eyes. I've got ears. I can see what the comments are going to say. But I don't know. I don't know. I love Glamlight so much, and I feel like they're being drowned in collabs. And I'm just... I want to see something else. I feel like this is probably an indie brand, but this is an influencer creator brand. And this is by Dominique Cosmetics. And they are coming out with a lip frame liner. I know they had like a brow pencil like this. It's almost like a little rectangle. It's like slanted. It looks really cool. Now they're coming out with a lip liner in that as well. Do you see that one of these packagings are yellow? I love a lip liner. If you didn't know, lip liners is one of my favorite top 3 stages of my makeup. Love doing lip liner, love lip liners so much, and I am excited to see what this is. And why is one of them yellow? I'm not even asking for a friend. But I don't think the lip liner is gonna be yellow, but I kind of want to try this out. I think I'm gonna order a few. I think I'm gonna go to their website and order a few. It's coming on May 2nd on their website, 9 different shades, and I think it looks great. May 2nd, that is this week. What year is this? That is this week, and I cannot wait to try that. I will definitely be picking that one up. Can we finally... Okay, speaking of collabs, I feel like these bigger brands, they've seen the success that some brands have had with collabs, like ColourPop and probably some of the indie brands as well. And they're like, we want a piece of that cake too. And now Charlotte Tilbury is like... Charlotte Tilbury probably listened to like a niece or a nephew or something, and she's like, I want to get into the gaming community. And it's I will say, I am willing and ready. When I see a Warcraft collection, again, I will show up at the headquarters, I will buy everything. I don't even care if they put a sticker on it, okay? That's gonna happen. But this is Charlotte Tilbury and Genshin Impact? Genshin Impact. Clearly, not one of my games. I don't actually know about this game. But what I will say is that the collab part is a eye mask, literally, you know, the one you put on when you're sleeping. Yes, that part. A compact mirror and a pouch. Everything else is already existing products. I want to say make it make sense, but I don't think any of us will be able. Again, are you okay? Blink once for yes and twice for no, because what is actually going on? She literally landed a collab, signed a contract, and all she did was make merch? A paper box packaging? Oh, you get a... No. Straight to jail. Straight to jail. You get a Genshin Impact in-game rewards. The disdain. Straight to jail. No. This, you know, when people are like, this is a cash grab, and sometimes I hear people say that when I'm like, oh, it's a business, we're all out here trying to pay our bills. This is a cash grab. You're telling me you couldn't create a single eye crayon with this blue color? You couldn't create anything, one of those single like little special shades with this blue. You're telling me that was impossible. That was just not... Straight to jail. Speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, they are also coming back with the Glowgasm face palette. And this is beautiful. I think I have one of these. I'm pretty sure I have one of these, but I think I don't have this light one. I think I have one that's a little bit more of a peachy, darker one. I will say, and again, I just gave Charlotte Tilbury quite a lot of crap for that collab. This is a beautiful product. If you love face palettes, and I will say I don't like face palettes, and I still dig this out every now and then because the quality is beautiful. They're a little bit more of a baked gelée formula, so either a natural bristle brush or a synthetic brush that is meant to emulate synthetic bristles. I know that my brand has that, other brands has that. Those are easier to pick this up. If you have too much of a synthetic silky brush, they will not pick up this product. Just letting you know about that one. But I do think that this palette is beautiful and it's coming back. Plus, and this one actually, again, I love lip liners. They are coming out with new lip products. So this is the Lip Cheat Contour Duo Lip Liners with 2 colors. So it's one lighter and one darker so that you can like fill in and shape and do... I like that idea. I do like that idea actually. And it is a fair, a medium, a tan, and a deep. And of course, fair is pink. She loves those pink lips. Oh my god, what am I saying? Don't demonetize me. No, stay, YouTube. You didn't see that. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. No. That didn't happen. There is also her Plumpgasm Plumping Lip Gloss. These names are going to be the end of me or the end of my monetization. This is a new shade, and it is a nude one. It's a Nudegasm Diamonds, I guess, to match with that face palette that's coming back. Sheer Champagne Nude, not for me, but I will say that lip liner thing is very exciting to me. I do like the look of that. And also, Haus Labs is coming up with new shades of their blushes. I've heard a lot of people really liking these. I didn't get them because they were described as a balm, and I was worried that they were going to be sticky. But now that I have tried the Haus Labs Balm Highlighter, I don't know if you saw the video where I tried that one, and it went on sticky and then dried down and looks and feels amazing. That makes me more intrigued about this blush, because if they could nail that formula in a highlighter, I'm sure they are doing that in the blush as well. So they're coming out with 4 more nudie shades, the one you see in the upper corner. It is a Glassy Cinnamon, a Glassy Cayenne, a Glassy Ginger, and a Glassy Clove. Different spices. They look absolutely beautiful, and I think the Glassy Cinnamon is the one that makes me tingle a little bit. So I do like how that looks. I do like how that looks. I'm saying maybe. I'm saying maybe because I could be about that. This is one of those, if I go into Sephora and I see them in store and they look decent, I'll pick one of them up. But can I say, I'm traveling a lot. April, May, June is busy, busy, busy. And when I'm traveling a lot, I like this. I like putting on a lot of makeup when I have time to sit down. But if I'm out and about, I kind of want to spend my time traveling and not doing my makeup. So I tend to do a more stripped back look, which usually means that I will do an easy, very quick colorful eye or a bright lip, or I will do a very heavy cheek. I will pick one element and make it easy breezy. A lot of times I will even skip foundation. So I don't shop a lot of makeup, or if ever, I usually don't shop makeup at all when I'm traveling, because it's not in the forefront of my mind, because travel is one of my absolute favorite interests, something that I treat myself to do. So I don't really think about makeup when I'm traveling. So I haven't bought any makeup items since the sale in Sephora. And maybe I won't buy anything in May. I bought that spray. You remember the SPF that I talked about? Was it Skylar? The one that's like the boardwalk, the cotton candy. It smells delightful. Delightful. I did get that one. So I have bought an SPF, and I bought a perfume sampler from Boy Smells I bought from the website. Other than that, I'm not really buying makeup right now. But with that being said, if I find that one thing, I might buy it. And I will say that blush looks really, really pretty. And I say that because I remember how good the highlighter was. And I also will say a couple of these indie brands, had they not sent me the palette in PR, I would have bought it. Because I love a good indie palette and I love trying eyeshadows. This, I can tell you already, I will probably hate this. This is from Makeup Revolution, and this is the Jelly Bronzer Stick. So I predicted, and I don't know if I said it to you or if I only said it to my friends, but I predicted that we were going to see more products of these jelly sticks, and I kind of thought that a brand would try and make it in a bronzer format, but I don't know if this will work as a bronzer format, especially the Makeup Revolution one. Not that I think it's necessarily bad. I've tried their jelly blush. I think the biggest difference between the jelly blush from Makeup Revolution and the jelly blush from Milk Makeup is that you have even less time to work with it. So you really have to put it on and blend out. And for me, one of the reasons why I don't like liquid blush is because a lot of the times I feel like it dries down too quickly. So I think I'm gonna hate this because I think it's gonna dry down too quickly. And I don't like a bronzer that's a liquid, a cream, or a balm that dries down too quickly, so I think I'll hate this. I don't hate the colors and I don't hate the concept, I just don't think I will like the application version of this. Will I still try it? Probably, because I want to let you know if you were looking for something like this. I would rather I'll take one for the team. I'll buy it. I don't know how much it's going to be, but it's probably going to be around somewhere between 10 and 15. That would be my somewhat good guess on how much this is going to be. I would rather I pay that. I'll try it. And if it's horrible, you can save your money. Okay? It's part of what I do and I don't mind that, but I can tell you already, I have a sneaking suspicion that I will not like it. Fenty Beauty is coming out, and I think they had this a couple of years ago, and I think that maybe this is a reformulation or a re-promotion, but this is the Body Lava Body Luminizer. Oh, it says it's coming back. If I just, used my brain and like actually read the text, I would have seen that it said it's coming back, because I know they had something like this before. Don't know if it's the same colors or not. It is Penny Drop, Hold My Trophy, Who Needs Clothes, okay, and Oyster Pearls. I think the shades look beautiful. I don't use product like this. I don't. I will say though, my friend Rachel Palmieri, when we were at Destin, she was having I love the SPF, the body SPF from, I think it's Hawaiian Tropic, the one that's mixed with body lotion. It's so good. It smells amazing. It goes into the skin and it makes your skin feel lovely. My biggest problem is that I forget to reapply, and that's why I turned red in that vlog. You will see that in the vlog. I forget to reapply. That's my problem. That's not the SPF problem. But she told me that there's a shimmery version. See, that I can do. An SPF with shimmer, that I can do. And I will keep my eye open for that. But I don't need a body luminizer. I still have one of those on ColourPop if I need it. But I'm sure this one is beautiful. Every year brands come up with this, and every year I'm like, meh. One thing that I am interested in though is that NYX is coming out with another color in their highlighters. And since this one is coming out so close to the other ones, I'm wondering if there was some kind of a holdback in production, which made this shade not be done when the other ones were done, because they just released this formula and I love this formula. This is a great highlighter formula from Drugstore. Not good for the money, but a good formula. I have 3 shades. Love them. So this shade is in Butter in Black. It is $12, and this one seems to be a purple going to a green highlight, which will look like a highlight on a deep skin tone. I think you can see it in the picture here, and it would look like a purple blush with a green sheen on a lighter skin tone. It looks really interesting, but I don't know if I need it. Speaking of Fenty, I forgot, they're also coming out with new shades of their Gloss Bomb Ice. This is a lip luminizer with an immediate cooling effect, wet look finish, and a minty scent, and it's in... Oh, okay, so the original is a minty scent, and now they're coming out with 4 new that has scents. So it's iced pineapple, berry jelly, and melon chills, and cucumber burr. I love the scent of cucumber. I have a shower gel right now with cucumber. I love it for like spring and summer, and I will smell this one in store. And if it smells like cucumber, you don't need to worry about me. I will 1,000,000% pick this one up. I love a cooling lip gloss. If it says like, oh, plumping or tingling, if it's chilly or hot, I will not be doing that. If it's cooling, I love it. So if this actually smells like cucumber, I will be picking that one up, because again, I do love something like that. And also I will be picking up one of these new eyeliners. This is the Smoky Kohl Eyeliner from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This one is available now, and this is a silky eyeliner, perfect for creating crisp lines or smoky looks. So it tells me that you can work on it a little bit and smudge out the lines if you want to. There is a chartreuse green, and I will definitely be picking that one up. Comes in 12 shades. I don't care about any of the other shades. There's a light blue, but I still love Prance from ColourPop, and I cannot imagine something being better than that. So the green one though, I'm still looking for a green that doesn't dry out. That's that warm green. And if this one is that, I will build an altar. Okay, I'm really taking this far, but I will build an altar to that shade, because I'm still looking for a warm, light, yellowy green that doesn't become hard and dry out, because that's what happens to all my favorite ones, and it makes me super sad, but here we are. Too Faced is releasing the Kissing Juicy Tints. So this is a instant shine and hydration. It seems to be a high pigment lip color. It says lasting color in 7 juicy scents. So I'm guessing each will have, this will probably be a high pigment glowy lip formula with different scents. And we have cream soda, which honestly, I don't like that at all. Bubblegum, strawberry frosting, sour watermelon, cherry pie, raspberry grape soda. Bubblegum? I don't like the color of bubblegum, but I do like, and you can tell that with the cucumber one, I love lip colors that have scents, and I love when each color has a different scent. So I do like the idea of this a lot, actually. I just don't like that the color that I would wear, which is the beige, is cream soda, because I don't like cream soda. And if you're not American and you're wondering what is cream soda, it is exactly what it sounds like. Cream soda, yeah, that's carbonated cream. That's what it tastes like. And if you're doing the gag sound right now, listen, I hear you. As a European, I also don't get the fascination of that, but I have friends who love it. So I think it's just not an acquired taste, but I think it's more like the culture that you grew up in. Because for me, that sounds disgusting, but also for Americans, when I describe salty licorice, they're like, so again, that's not me judging, because I'm out here just missing salty licorice every day. Speaking of juicy lip colors, we did talk about these before. These are from Maybelline, and this is the Maybelline Lifter Glaze Oil Balm. So this is an oily balm stick. They are now available, $8.99, different colors. I will link them down below in case you're interested. We talked about these before. I will say the swatches look really beautiful. I will not be picking one of these up because if I pick a lip color up, it will be the cucumber one. But I do like that we're seeing more things like this for the summer from drugstore brands. Oh my gosh, we are gonna be here forever. Let's talk about Supergoop releasing a Glow Gloss 40 SPF lip balm. These are like a balm for the lips in a squeezy tube, but with SPF, which is great for the summer. You burn your lips in the sun, that's not fun. And I feel like the lips is one of those that we sometimes forget to put SPF on, and it's so easy to burn them. They come in 3 yummy flavors, $22 each: vanilla soft serve, pink peppermint, and strawberry spritz. I'm sorry, pink peppermint? Maybe I will pick that one up. That sounds like something for me to put in my pool bag. That sounds like something for me to bring. I have 2 beach vacations planned. That sounds like something for that. This is me already purchasing it in my head. If you're wondering what that was, that is me already purchasing that in my head. Pat McGrath is releasing 2 new products. One of them is a makeup setting spray, and this is the Skin Fetish Glass 001 Legendary Glow Setting Spray Iconic Glass Skin 16-Hour Wear. This says that it gives you a glass effect finish, but it locks in makeup, which makes me think that this actually does not have oils in it, or you know the one I use from Dalba? Oh, I have it here. It is a biface one, but it still locks in your makeup. It actually doesn't break down my makeup. There's some magic going on in this one. So this one is also really good if you want to have like a glowy skin that feels hydrated, but you don't want to like have the oils on it. Because it says that it's going to lock makeup for up to 16 hours, and it has a comfortable formula infused with aloe leaf, calming cucumber, again, it's the cucumber, and then keeps makeup color true all day, which I'm guessing they mean is gonna help prevent oxidation, which is a really nice claim for it to make, and almost makes me a little bit interested to try it. $38, which is a high price, but not like an unreasonable price for a product if it does what it claims it's gonna do. They're also releasing a hydrating glow cream, and this is skincare. So this is transform skins instantly and over time, weightless formula, visibly softens fine lines, blah, 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 anti-aging, $78. $78 for a moisturizer is a lot. And listen, I'm a bougie bitch, okay? I love paying for quality, but I don't think that a $78 moisturizer is still something that I'm willing to do when there are so many moisturizers that works for my skin for less money. I also don't have problem skin. That is one of them. I don't suffer from dry skin. I don't suffer from acne. I don't really have a lot of problems with my skin. Even if I take my makeup off with soap, I'm still pretty okay. So maybe I shouldn't be the one to judge it. Would you be interested in trying something that's this expensive if you knew that it was great? I knew that we were living in a 2016 simulation when I saw that LA Colors is coming out with a loose highlighter powder. This is the throwback that I quite honestly did not think we were gonna have back. So this is the new Dazzling Star Glow Shimmer Loose Powders. Ultra reflective highlighting powder for face and body, $7.50 at LA Color. That's an amazing price, but loose highlighter in 2025, I am shook it to the core. That is one thing that I never thought was going to come back, because quite honestly, at this point, highlighter formulas are so great that we don't need to be messing with the loose highlighter formula, because we've all either done it or seen someone do it when they accidentally drop, you know, the whole container with a loose pigment that's shimmery, and all of a sudden your entire existence is shimmering for years. I've done it. I've seen oh my god, one of my friends dipped an entire loose pigment in her purse. I would just be like, burn it to the ground. Whatever's in that bag is dead now. So I'm just like, that's not what I thought we were gonna see back. But hey, here we are. Lancome is coming up with something new, and they are coming out. This is available in, I love when they say Europe. They probably mean either France or Germany. But I love when they say Europe, because I'm like, that's like, it's not specific enough. Oh, again, if I just kept reading and not been this silly, I would have seen it's Lancome UK, 64 pounds, and it is a cafe crush. And it is in collaboration with Shake Daily, which I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is. Is that an influencer? I have no idea who that is. Please let me know who that is. But also, we talked about this a while back. Their highlighters are now available, and I will link these down below. These are the Tint Idol Ultra Wear Skin Transforming Highlighters. 5 different shades. They look beautiful. Again, these are one of those things, if I swatch them and they're as beautiful in real life, I could be interested. But I'm not gonna pick one up right now because I have so many highlighters I love. Did I just show you this one that will be coming and seeing the world with me? Absolutely beautiful. Do I have any other things that I want to talk about? Or maybe we can call it quits. Are we like done? Oh wait, can we talk about this? Okay, this is something totally different. This is a fragrance. This is from Tom Ford. I know a lot of people love Tom Ford. Tom Ford fragrances, again, it says Europe. I have no idea. It's coming soon. I can tell you that right now. So this is the Effing Fabulous, and they did have a similar fragrance from before. This is going to be probably leaning a little bit more masculine, just based on the notes it's in here, because it is a fresh green myrtle essence with citrus, bergamot, clary sage, lavender, which is usually the note. If there's ever any flowers in a more masculine scent, it's usually lavender. And it has an almond accord and an earthy orris accord. And I just think that this one will be a little bit more on the masculine side. But it also has essences of angelica, root, and carrot seed. If you didn't know, both of my parents were, my dad has passed, florists. And they named me after a flower. They named me after a poisonous weed that is in Latin, Angelica angelica. Thank you. I don't know if they knew that I was gonna grow up and be this feisty. Maybe that's why, but I thought it was really fun to see that in here, actually. To see that, I have no idea how that smells. And angelica root as well, I have no idea. But this is, oh, it also has a leather accord. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a little bit more on the masculine side, but of course anyone can wear it. The bottle looks absolutely amazing. It is coming soon in case you are interested. Let's double check and see if we missed anything or if anything has been announced while we've been sitting here chatting about this. Nope, I think that we are pretty okay. Let me come back to the middle. Thank you so much for being here. I bet this video was pretty long, but I had a lot of things to talk about. If you're interested in any of these things, of course, they're always down in the description box. And if you do use any of my affiliate links or any of my affiliate codes, thank you so much for supporting me and supporting my channel. Like I said, there will probably be one video less next week, simply because I am trying to get through this rut and I need to think about my mental health as well. But I do have a lot of fun ideas, plans for stuff that I want to do. I'm going to do, of course, a makeup ranking. I have a lot of things to review. I'm going to do another one of 6 indie palette 6 looks. I have so many fun things to show you. I have so many looks planned in my head. I also will do a best of 2025 so far, and always around this time of the year, usually in June, I do it like a best 12 eyeshadow palettes of the year so far. So all of those things are things that are coming up as well. I'm just planning them in my head. I also have some chatty videos that I want to talk about. There are some like really interesting subjects that are intriguing me at this point, and I want to do more like chatty get ready with me's, and I know that you enjoy those. So I hope you're having a great day, a great weekend, and I will see you, well, if you're a member, I'll see you this weekend, but if you're not, don't worry, I will see you next week for a full face of trying new makeup where you can see me fall in love with this highlighter because I love it.